Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. Got a Friday live coming late for you guys. I hope your Friday is going well. I hope your week wasn't too stressful, man. So crazy, guys. That is, what is it, May? I think it's crazy. It's from like May 2023. Like, you remember how when you were little and adults were like, this year has flown by, and you were like, no, it doesn't. No, it hasn't. But now I'm saying that, guys. This year is just flying by. It's absolutely insane. But I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you guys are joining the Discord because we have a lot of fun over there. We had a Discord call earlier this week. It was pretty cool. And we'll probably have one probably this weekend, guys. So be on the lookout for that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna share my screen. And guys, where are we here? Dude, RIP to Jim Brown, bro. RIP, man. Man, oh man, Jim Brown was, look at that, man. He's one of those guys where he did more and like he lived like multiple lifetimes in his day, right? Like the guy was he was the man. Like he was so cool, man. Well, beyond football and everything, his activism, everything that he did, and then just all the records he set, playing in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s and being black and just dealing with all this foolishness that wasn't too long ago. And man, he was awesome, dude. Yeah, RIP to you, man. Look at that. Look at that. In 1965, Brown was the first black televised boxing announcer. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, guys. So for those of you guys who aren't big UFC fans, he commented on the first couple UFC events, even though he didn't know anything about fighting. So yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, Jim Brown, man. R.I.P. my friend. Look at that. Oh, he was in a bunch of movies too. Look at that, man. Sucks he's gone. But a lot of black celebrities die every year, man. He was 87, but American blacks, especially, we don't really have a long life expectancy. You know what I mean? Just Josh, what's up, man? Chad Warden. He says you probably shouldn't read this stuff. It makes people feel sorry for him. I think he means Jeff Stacy. It also is pretty dark. And you know what, dude? You know what? I don't honestly care. It's interesting. Jeff's gone. You know what I mean? I will never feel sorry for him because he was a pervert. And I think that all of us here are adult enough to be able to think for ourselves. So Josh says it's a shame that the last thing he'll remember for is attending the White House meeting with Kanye and Trump. Yeah, but you know what though? People said that about Ice Cube because Ice Cube had his contract for a Black America, and he went through and he had all these black academics and professors and intellectuals make a step-by-step plan of what would be needed to help the FBA or ADOS black community, right? Because he had the money and the platform, and he went to the White House, and Trump just happened to be president at the time. So everyone asked him, like, how could you meet with Trump? I mean, Kanye is different, but in Ice Cube's case, he was like, look, like whether it was Biden or anyone else, they had to go meet with the president. So there's that too. But anyways, yeah, rest in peace to Jim Brown. That sucks, man. That sucks. I was watching his highlights probably like 6 months ago. So, but yeah, guys, good old Jeff Stacy, man. These emails came out. Oh, speaking of that, guys, hold on. Joey's TCAP. Look at this. Joey's TCAP is the man. We have new footage of David Schumacher getting arrested. And this is from July 18th, 2022, man. So this was after the final update that Joey TCAP did. So this is July 18th, and he got arrested for burglary. He broke into someone's camper. And guys, look at this. He's like 38 now. Well, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, guys. But look at this. He's like 38 now. I put in the in the Discord that they should call him Duck Dynasty David Schumacher. Look at that, man.
David Schumacher.
Oh yeah, man. Look, can you believe it? Like when he was on TCAP, Josh, help me out. That was like 2006 or something. David Schumacher. Let's see. TCAP. Okay, let's see. He was on TCAP. Oops. On the Fort Myers thing. And he was 21 at the time. So that was, I think it was like 2006, around there. So here it is, all these years later, and this knucklehead's still getting in trouble. You know what I mean? He's like 37 years old or whatever. And he still can't get his life together. What a knucklehead, dude. Guys, let's watch Jameson says, I wasn't in no camper, dog. I was in a role-playing chat room. Guys, let's just look at the first couple minutes of this, right? And I'm going to drop the link to anyone who wants to join early, and then we'll kind of talk a little bit about Jeff Stacy, right? Because I think that he's so fascinating for people, especially that are just new to TCAP, right? Because he's such a mess, And hold on, all right. Let's look at what David has to say. And yes, he's wearing overalls with one leg rolled up, and he's wearing socks with flip-flops.
What's up, man? How's it going? You good? What's your name? You got to talk to me? Yes, sir, I am. David. What is it? David Schumacher. David Schumacher. You live in Arcadia, or?
And does anyone know if he's still
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
On probation?
So
I'm not sure because
are you homeless at the time?
Because I know that he moved to England for a little bit, and you can't be on probation and move to England. But
I feel like with the amount of times he's been arrested, he's probably on probation for the rest of his life.
Pretty much. Hold on, listen.
I can't hear you. Punta Gorda. So you're just traveling by, or?
They asked him if he's homeless.
Are you homeless at the time?
I'm looking for something.
I'm trying to find something.
So do you don't have any family here in DeSoto?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So you get his name as Yobi?
No, at first he didn't really want to give it to me, and I told him I wasn't the one that wanted to talk to him. I said, you were.
So I'm a detective here at the Sheriff's Office, DeSoto County. I'm Detective Santiago. The reason I'm here, I need to speak to you in regards to an investigation I have going on. But before I can speak with you, I have to advise you of your rights, and obviously.
I'm sure. If there's one thing David Schumacher has memorized by now, it's his Miranda rights. Oh, what a knucklehead, dude! This guy, he is too old for this mess.
Do you have some?
They're just guys. There are just people that are just natural born knuckleheads. Natural NBKs. Natural born knuckleheads, right? David Schumacher he was born like a white dude in America. Okay, so think about all the opportunity he has being born in America, right? Number one, and then being part of the majority in America, all the opportunity, and this is what he's doing with his life. 38 or 37. No, he's 38 now. 38 years on this planet, and he literally hasn't contributed anything positive to the world at all. That's why I honestly think that there should be an exchange program, right? A knucklehead for foreigners exchange program. And we take people from like Southeast Asia or like Ethiopia or like Eastern Europe, people that are like, really trying to come here and start businesses and get educated and do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just trade them for knuckleheads like David Schumacher. Honestly, like the country would be better without him in it.
Just
August
imagine him,
Lion.
like, getting dumped in the middle of the jungle somewhere.
Seriously, or in the middle of the desert, or in the middle of of the Bosnian forest or whatever. August Lion was what's up, man? Yeah, this is David Schumacher. Yeah, so Joey TCAP just dropped some new footage of him yesterday. So we're just checking out the first like 2 minutes of this, and then we'll talk about Jeff Stacy. So, and I'll drop a link for anyone else who wants to come up. I think that Jameson had to drop off. So anyone else who wants to come up and talk about Jeff Stacy, man.
Some type of ID?
Of course he doesn't have any ID on him.
David, what's your you said
Look at the defiance in his eyes still to this day. You know what's crazy? Have you guys ever heard of those cases of prisoners that start out young, like they'll get convicted of like a double homicide when they're like 19, and they spend the first like 15 years just as a hellraiser in the prison system. You know what I mean? Doing everything that they can to like make the prisoners and the prison guards' life harder, cussing, swearing, fighting, throwing poop at people. You know what I'm saying? And then over time, they just start to chill out because they might get a 20-year sentence. But then all of a sudden, that 20 years turns into having 7 or 8 years left, 5 years left. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. And what happens? They chill out. They start to calm down. You know what I'm saying? There was one guy, I think it was on lockup, but he was like 53. He was put in jail when he was like 19. He got like 35 years or 40 years. And now it was like almost time for him to get out. And the warden of that prison was like, dude, when he first came in here, he was a Tasmanian devil. You know what I'm saying? But now he just does this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mentors other prisoners, and he's just waiting to get out. You would think David Schumacher by now would have chilled out.
How does somebody like that even like reintegrate into society at that point?
I would say that for prisoners and for soldiers coming back from deployment, they both need to have some kind of like reintegration help. You know what I'm saying? Because the PTSD that some of the people that are incarcerated, you know what I'm saying? Especially in states like California or like Colorado, where they it's like locked down. As I can hear myself echoing in someone's okay. I just muted. Am I muted? Hello? Can you hear me? Josh, Can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's fine. I don't hear
Okay. Yeah, sorry guys. I don't know what that was. But yeah, so like there are certain states where you're in solitary confinement for 23 hours a day. And they had guys in solitary for decades and decades. Imagine. Now, look, I believe that people who commit crimes should be punished, right? But even if you go to like Thailand or like Indonesia, where they beat your feet with bamboo rods and stuff, they have a bunch of guys. They'll have like 15 guys and stuffed in one cell, but even they don't believe in solitary confinement. Like that is proven to be what you can call cruel and unusual punishment. So, but yeah, I honestly believe that type of PTSD or even just being institutionalized, I mean, we saw with the old guy in the Shawshank Redemption. You remember that? The old guy who was raising the crows or whatever? Anyone? And he ended up self-deleting because he couldn't handle not being in prison anymore, So
I haven't seen that in so long.
yeah, that's a great movie. He said, I happen to know law enforcement. Let's just watch like another minute and a half.
Schumacher.
Is he going to give them a civics lesson? Now's his chance.
And then what's your date of birth, David? 10/26/1984. Of 84? Okay. Can you...
He's in Florida, man, guys. If anyone lives in Florida, would you have a beard? I think it would be hot as all get out having that beard in Florida.
When I was living in Richmond, I had an extremely obnoxious beard, even bigger than that. And it was,
really?
and even there, it was like way too much in the summer.
Before I can speak with you, I just want to advise you of your rights. Like I said, I'm just trying to clarify things. Once we get that clarified, we're good to go, okay?
Knucklehead.
Alrighty. David, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her present with you before and during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you at no cost before and during questioning if you wish.
Guys, we can do this on a live stream one day. I just wanted to watch the first little bit of it, right? But let's check on. Let's get a little bit of idea of Jeff Stacy here. Here we are again, Josh. Oh, Jeff Stacy, we knew
he never gets old.
We knew thee well.
But yeah, this new information they've acquired here is pretty groundbreaking. I was shocked the first time I heard this.
August Lyons has drafted the TCAP fans' rights, right? To the Predators. Yeah.
That's a good
you
one.
guys be sure to drop a like on this stream because it helps with the algorithm. And yeah, guys, here we go. Let's take a little bit of this.
The Sadie the Smarty ring a bell with you?
I guess.
Yeah?
I guess.
You chatted with her last night
Yeah,
up until like 12 a.m. in the morning.
something like that.
Okay. Do you remember reading this? Because she typed it to you.
No, I don't read those.
You don't read those. That's your chat.
Yeah, but I don't read.
You don't read?
No, I don't read that part. It doesn't matter. It's just talking.
It's just talking. So when she told you,
Where's Steven at, man? God, his Jeff Stacy impression is so hilarious, man. What we should do is have Steven on, then have Zeph do do his impression of the decoy.
she was 15, you just ignored it.
It's just talking.
It's just talking.
Luna is in the building. What is going on, my friend?
Oh,
Long time no talk to you, man. Yeah, I think the OG squad is Josh, Luna, Zeph. Who else for the first? Steve. I haven't seen Alex in a while either. But yeah, that kind of rounded up. It was just us four, and then Zeph, he rounded out our little first call-in breakfast club. Oh man.
Welcome. You understand what kind of trouble you're in here tonight?
Yes,
Tell me what kind of trouble you're in.
probably jail.
What did you do?
We're only gonna
wrong?
watch like 5 minutes of this, guys, and then we'll
Solicit a
flip the other.
minor.
For what?
I guess sex.
Sex. What was your plans tonight when you arrived with this 15-year-old girl?
Just to talk.
Well, that's not what your log reflects.
I know, but it's the internet. I just say whatever comes to mind.
To be fair, that's how most people treat the internet.
Just look at how greasy his hair looks. Like the thing is, you can just tell people that just have poor hygiene, you know?
He actually is one of the few predators that looked better with age, I think.
Yeah, I would
I
say
mean,
that.
he was never, Tom Cruise or anything, but he looks somewhat normal later in his life.
You know what's funny about looks? And I say this because people always try and say that looks are subjective and that beauty's in the eye of the beholder. No, there's an objective standard to beauty, right? And I know this because they run tests where they have really attractive people of all races, right? There's that, was it called the goal, the something ratio of the face or whatever. And babies will look at a person that's not okay. Let me preface this. There's average. Most people are average looking, right? 4s, 5s, 6s, right? I don't use 7 because most people, they would call themselves 7s, right? Most people are average, like 80 something percent are average, right? Are in that average range. But I would say, like when they have babies, look at extremely attractive people and extremely ugly people. Babies will smile at the attractive person and then go at the ugly person.
I have a very long-held controversial theory that a 10 doesn't actually exist.
I could actually say that I believe that 10s really don't exist and that 1s don't exist either. Okay, like there's no one that's like ghastly unless they've been like horribly burned in an accident or whatever. But I would say there's just as few 8s and 9s as there are 3s and 2s. Because average looking people, you just kind of walk by, you don't even notice. But when you see a person that's like a 9, people that are 9s, men and women that are ridiculously handsome, or like beautiful. I'm talking people where they look like walking sculptures. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
I mean, do you want me to speak from my personal experience being a 9?
Sure, Josh.
I'm just kidding. I couldn't resist that one.
No, but like a person that's a 2 sticks out just as much as a person that's a 9. I mean, look, you went to college. You have you ever seen that 1 or 2 people on campus where you're like, ah, you know what I mean? But then what's funny to me is I would say that people people who are 9s, men and women, tend to, okay, my friend Dan, he was a 9. This guy was like, he was probably like a 9.5 out of 10. He used to model, like he was half Thai and then half like his dad was German AF. So he had like the Hemsworth, Chris Evans chin, but he had like the Thai skin and kind of dark hair. So he would just, chicks were all over him, but he had no personality. He was the guy was dumb as a box of rocks. And it's so funny because girls would want to talk to him or whatever, and they'd be all over, and then he would open his mouth. It just ruined everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, so most people, okay, I would put Jeff Stacy looks wise. He's just an average, below average dude, but he's not like a 2. He's not like a Siebert or a Morrison or
I mean, he can't be any higher than a 3.
That's what I said. A 3, right?
Oh, is that what you said? I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, he's below average, right? But he's not a 2, right? A 2 would be like, yeah. I would say Donald Morrison. Who else, Josh? Guys, throw in the chat who would like is so goofy looking that like they stand out. Like you would walk by and they'd be like, ah, out of all the Pretos, right? Let's see.
Where would you rank Brian Gosling? I feel like his face is so scary looking, and he has the frosted tips.
Oh, that guy. Hold on, let's just pull him up. TCAP. I spelled his name wrong. Oh well.
But he's not like like clean, but he's.
Yeah, I had him look.
Like, how you even get your hair to do that?
This picture's not helping his case any.
And what's with the chin strap that's like
I don't know.
only
dude.
halfway up his chin?
I don't know. That or like what is it? Hambubger. That guy's like a 2. Even when he was younger, it's not just age that just makes him look gross, right? Dude's just, and I don't know what this is. I don't know why he even did this. He still has his boots on. Look at this idiot, man. What an idiot. Yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah, Stanley, man. Stanley.
Oh yeah, Stanley was bad.
What's his name again? Stanley.
Kendall.
Yeah, Kendall. TCAP. Yeah, look at that guy. Even young. Look at that. August Lyons says Dan Allen's an 8. At least who's Dan Allen again? Dan Allen. Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
And he still has like the little 80s male Farrah Fawcett cut going on there. Look at that, man. Oh man. Nathan Downhour.
Well, he was actually not bad. He was pretty good looking on the show, but he deteriorated.
He looks like
the one down. Yeah, that's the more recent one.
Yikes.
He aged very badly.
He looks like the main character dude from Revenge of the Nerds. Of the Nerds. Right? Look at a young, was it Anthony Edwards, man? Look at that. I love this movie, man. I love this.
Oh
movie.
yeah, John Cheech, Peter Sika. He's by far the heaviest one.
Well, guys, I'm sorry, but what's Twink Toilet? He's like a 2. I'm sorry,
Edward Hollingsworth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even pull him up because his face is so ugly. But like, and you know what I mean? Like, my whole point in this whole thing is, we walk by people that are just average. We walk by cars. So let's look at cars, right? You walk by 1,000 Toyota Camrys a day, right? Ford Tauruses, all the cars. But then there's cars like Porsches and Ferraris and stuff. They're tailor-made to catch your attention. They've studied what makes you look at it and go, wow, that's a cool car. People genetically are the same way. And it's not about race, right? Naomi Campbell. Look at her. Naomi Campbell is one of the hottest models of all time, and she comes from the continent of Africa, right? So like, people go, oh, this Eurocentric beauty standard. No, there's just pretty people, and then there's average people, and then there's ugly people, right? And here's the funny thing about it is this. You can offset your looks with other things. Why do you think that there's so many comedians that have hot girlfriends and they're ugly? Can you name, Josh, top of your head, name any comedian that's mildly attractive as a guy? Thank you. But all of them have pretty wives, even the ones that aren't that famous yet. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I digress. Oh, what about Chuck Harding? Let's see. Look at this guy. He looks like you know who he looks like, guys?
Oh yeah,
he looks like Cotton Hill from King of the Hill, guys. Oh no, right?
The only adult cartoon I like.
Hilarious, man. Hilarious. But yeah, man. People just think that Yeah, I would say I give 80%, 85% of people are all, I would say 4s, 5s, 6s. And then on the upper and lower end of the spectrum, man, those people stick out. And unfortunately, I knew, you know what's sad? Guys, look. Bill Clinton. You remember good old Bill, right? His daughter looks just like him. Look at that. His daughter looks just like him. Oh, no, dude. Oh, no.
Well, at least she doesn't look like Hillary.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Look at that. Poor Chelsea, man. Looks just like her dad. Oh, no. Look at that. Hey, Hillary Clinton was pretty when she was young.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was. Clinton young. Look at that.
She was never attractive as a public figure. Okay, can we agree on that?
See, it says in the good book, thou shalt not moveth the goalpost. yeah, man. Hillary Clinton, man, back in the college days, you know what I'm saying? I'd have probably said, hey, Hillary, how you doing? And then try to find some of anyways, and then the last one, guys. Who knows who John Elway is, right? The good old horse face,
Yeah.
right? Have you seen his daughter? She looks just like her dad, man. That's not a good.
Another one is Wayne Gretzky and his daughter Paulina, that's married to the golfer Dustin Johnson.
Hold on, Wayne Gretzky. Let's see. That's her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she does look like her dad. Huh. I guess that's what bleach hair and makeup will do, right? Wayne Gretzky. Anyways, I digress.
You say whatever.
It just seems like as Jeff got older, he started putting more effort into his appearance. You know what I'm saying? Even though he did gain a lot more weight,
What's mine? So would you like to me off? Just came to your mind?
Mm-hmm.
You say that to everyone you chat with?
Mm-hmm.
Men and women? Adults?
Mm-hmm.
The computer you used for this chat, where is that?
The parents' house.
Okay.
Imagine they're going to knock on their door
Did
with
you
a
call her on
warrant.
the phone tonight?
No,
Did she call you?
no.
How did you know how to get there?
She gave it to me over the internet.
Over the internet? You never called her on the phone?
No.
That could have happened then.
Yeah.
Let's
so
get
I
to the
could've
point
been
where
wrong,
they
too.
tell him that he's going to jail.
Did you send these pictures to her?
Yes.
Are those pictures of you?
No.
Did you better behave, right?
Kill me.
Handcuff off so you can find.
That's all I write in my head.
Wait. There it is.
Kill myself. Split my part.
Oh, you gotta take a picture.
I need that.
Wait, we missed it. Sorry, guys.
Right here it is. You got any questions for us, Jeff?
Here it is.
What's going to happen to me?
You're going to be taken to Dark County Jail.
Please, God,
You're going to be charged with
This like Abalash. So what happens to me now? Well, now you go to jail.
Attempted unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. Okay, it's a felony 5.
Please don't. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm not a child molester.
Well, evidently you were wanting to molest a child because everything indicates that. You understand?
Well, anyways, that's where Jeff Stacy was. Now let's look at the new footage.
Nowhere to go but up, right?
Now that's what's the Kentucky lady? So Jeff, having a tough night. Emails. Let's see. It's on Joey TCAP's channel, right?
I believe so.
Final email. Okay. So guys, you ever look at this guy?
Sensei Stacy.
I know. Have you ever heard of a toothbrush, Jeff? Come on, dude. Like, guys, I have like super pearly whites, man. And I have this nightmare of my teeth falling out, dude. Oh my god.
I've been getting that nightmare since I was a kid.
Me too, man. And here's the thing, like that's why I floss, like religiously brush all the time. And my dentist's like, wow, you have such great teeth, you know? And even
I recently went to the dentist for the first time in a very long time, and I had fillings put in my front 7 teeth.
Really?
Yeah.
So the very first filling that I ever got when I was 15 was coming off. So I had to go get another fillings. So it was like they took off this filling that had been there for like over 20 years. Like time to take this off. So
I actually have 2 fillings that have fallen out that I like repair with dental cement, and that's like the next thing I got to do the next time I go is get those filled up. I should have done that first, but I wanted, I wanted the vanity thing done first, obviously.
I think that okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, dental chair. Look at this. Oh, here's a dental chair. What is this? Okay. Now, hold on. Have you seen Fire in the Sky?
DB Sweeney, right?
Yeah.
About Travis Walton.
Yeah, why is it that all of the alien kidnapping stories, they always have them in a chair that's like a dentist chair? And dentists have been like, damn it, ever since. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at it. Look. Everything about alien abductions is like going to the dentist. I was sucked up into this ship, and I was sitting on this chair, and there's all these instruments, and there's this light over me. Next thing you know, you're at the dentist, and you're in this chair, and there's a bunch of instruments, and this light over me.
That gas to give you make you believe anything.
Seriously, man, oh man, oh man. All right, I digress. All right, guys, let's get into. All right, well, you know what, Jameson, Josh, why do you think? And we did this in another live, but let's do it again, guys in the chat, please. What do you think fascinates people so much about Jeff Stacy? Like, why do you think his segment went so viral? Like, he's one of the most memorable guys. Why do you guys think? Go in any order you want.
Well, for Jeff, it's obviously the voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. I think it was the voice, his look, how he just kind of like.
I think stabbing himself with the pen was another thing that kind of endeared him to people.
And even then, like him coming in, come on in, Kay. Okay. And he's just like kind of like wandering through the house like he's lost, you know?
And just like the complete lack of awareness when he's talking to Chris, like, oh, I say that to everyone. It's a question. Just like the fact that he like doesn't even realize like the
Yeah,
enormity of what's going
yeah,
on.
how screwed he is. Yeah, and then like think about every moment that he's on screen, you just have to watch because he's such a knucklehead. Even his interrogation, like you just look at him at how flummoxed and flabbergasted he is at the whole thing. You know what I mean? And like part of you really wants to try and feel bad for the guy until you actually read the chat log and actually look at what he was saying and everything. And like, dude, you are a scumbag, you know? So I don't ever feel bad for any of these guys. But hold on, guys, we haven't talked about Jeff Stacy's wife yet, have we?
Well, and just like Lorne, he has that pathetic factor that you're just like, no human being can be this pathetic, right?
That's very true.
All right. Josh, do you want to give a little background on Jeff Stacy's wife? Do you know anything about her?
I know that she was a substance abuse counselor.
Oh, how's that?
You know, then she
How's
ended
that
up.
for irony, right? She's a substance abuse counselor, and she supposedly got him hooked on opioids, right? And is in trouble. She's under some charges. Anyways, keep going, Josh. Sorry.
Yeah, she's in trouble because she like burned down her and her neighbor's apartment, then like stole a bunch of pills from her neighbor, then burned down both apartments and like sat in a lawn chair in the yard watching it. And the police got there and she's just sitting there watching it with like a dozen like bottles of pills strewn around her.
Wow.
I would just add allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Is the trial still going? Oh, guys, look, hold on. Sorry, guys, we're going to go off topic. We're going to go off the rails. Look.
That doesn't sound like you.
Look, guys, I can't even say this. Police Sergeant Jeffrey Stacy arrested, facing several criminal charges. Guys, guess what he got arrested for? Guys, take a guess. I'm not going to scroll down. Someone just take a guess why a police sergeant named Jeff Stacy would be arrested.
There's no way it's for a sex crime, is it?
How could it not?
Patagonia, where is this? Illinois. The Illinois State Police arrested 54-year-old Sergeant Jeffrey Stacy of the police department. According to the complaint, he faces the following charges: 2 counts of intimidation, 2 counts of official misconduct, forbidden act, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and 1 count of electronic harassment. In a criminal complaint, one of the charges alleges that Jeff Stacy sent sexual images of himself to multiple women.
Oh my god!
Were the heads cut off?
I know, right? Oh man, that name must be cursed or something, dude. Seriously. It claims he approached one of the women in a squad car and told her not to tell anyone about the images. Investigations began when the Pecatonica Police Chief Bob Smith requested help from Illinois State Police to investigate multiple allegations of criminal conduct. He was relieved of his duties, and his power of authority as a police officer were placed on suspension. Wow, look at that.
You think he goes around asking everybody if they're a cop?
Apparently. And here's the thing, guys, to anyone listening to this, don't send nude pictures of yourself to anyone. Don't do it. Okay? And I know that they're trying to pass laws to where, like, if you're in a relationship with a person or you're talking to someone and you send nudes of yourself, that you can be able to get them back, but you never know if so they're trying to pass law. I think that it's in California where you can get them back, and then they have to make sure that person deletes them. And I don't know if that's going to pass. Well, what if that person sent that to someone else? You don't. Once it's out there, you know? So I was on a Reddit thread where this girl said that she found out from her boyfriend at her high school that the boys in the high school swap nudes like they're Pokemon cards.
Yeah, you should be like Jeff and send nudes of someone else.
Someone else, exactly. You know. So guys, yeah, just don't send pictures of yourself on the internet. It's just not gonna work out well for you. Okay, so guys, I think Jeff Stacy is a combination of things. You know, it was his voice. It was, he's built funny. You know, he actually did like stare down Chris Hansen, and he was coming back with, it's just talking. Like he was actually like being snarky to Chris Hansen, you know? Like he would only kind of feel bad when Chris said that that's a crime. And he's like, I didn't know, you know? But he actually kind of like stood his ground up a little bit because obviously his druggy friends said that if they asked him if he's a cop, they had to say that they were cops. So Jeff Stacy honestly didn't think he was doing anything wrong. So he was standing on his little square there. It was like, look, I haven't done anything wrong. I don't know who you are. You know what I mean? Whatever. So, anyways,
he never asked Chris if he was a cop.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think that he just thought that there was no cops available because he, you know, of what his druggy friend said. So,
let me tell you how my life is really. My wife hates me. She abuses me every day. She doesn't care what happens to me. I am in a broken car and being dead will make her happy cause all she has is hate in her heart. Every day she says she wishes I am dead. No one ever cared about me. I was just tossed aside and forgotten about. No one ever put me first. No one cared if I was happy or not. No one ever thought.
Now, who is he emailing this to? Does anyone know?
I'm not sure.
Because this,
why do they?
Who this got sent to?
This sounds.
Why do they have a decoy reading it though? That sounds weird.
I really.
It was part of the package from the police report that they acquired with the actual report and all the pictures and stuff.
But this this sounds like something that someone would write in a journal, you know? And he's emailing it to someone. I wonder who it was. His parents?
I mean, it could have just been like a draft of an email or something.
Maybe. But the thing is, guys, please, if you're ever in any type of abusive relationship, please leave. Please get out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only going to escalate and escalate and escalate. I know men who've been abused. I know women who've been abused. I know quite a few guys that have been abused, hit, punched, stuff thrown at them. You know what I mean? And I only know one case. I mean, and it always escalates, right? I know one case where a woman, my friend almost got, the lady almost ran him down with a car. You know what I mean? So she was trying to delete him. So it's not funny, you know. People laugh when guys have stuff happen to them because we all remember. I'm going to take.
August Lion, I think this is their attempt at reading it in a Mickey Mouse voice, even though to us it sounds more like a decoy.
Who remembers this guy?
Who is it?
Bobbitt?
John Wayne Bobbitt, dude. You remember him, Josh? He's the one where
he got caned in Singapore or something?
No.
Allegedly, he was treating his wife like crap. So she chopped his dong off and then threw it out the window. Lorena. Yeah. Now I don't know if they ever proved his DV on her or not, but what they do know is that, man, she chopped the Oscar Mayer in half, man. And that sucked, but that's just, and the trial was for, did she do what she did to him? And everyone's trying to take her side, saying she still did this to him, And then there was another guy where his wife chopped the Oscar Mayer off and put it in the garbage disposal. And then on The View, they're all laughing about it. Oh, that's not funny. You know what I mean? So my point is, if you're ever in an abusive, you guys get out. I would say you would be surprised at who gives a damn. You really, really, really would. There's people in your life, your coworkers, your friends, people who you would be shocked if you told them your story and you asked for help, they would help you. You know. So, anyways.
What about me? Everything I do is wrong. Ask my wife. She calls me a monster every day and could never forgive me for my past. Instead, everything was held above my head so she could feel better about herself. She blames me for all the miscarriages we had.
Yikes. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Of
Yeah,
course,
that's news to me too.
yeah, of course, between them both. Hold on. This.
Hard to believe they're both a picture of good health.
Of course, I was gonna say, of course,
She was
between them
probably
both.
doing opioids during the pregnancy.
Of course, they don't look like they have the best genetics. And you ever see those couples that look like they're related? You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at their noses and everything. They're probably cousins or something. Who knows? You know. And look, my friend Anthony in college, he was one of my best friends back then. We still talk every now and then, but he and his ex-wife now, I swear they looked related. And then so him and his wife and their kids, because they have 2 kids, all look like carbon copies of each other. And they are not related because they did this 23andMe thing as a joke. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but all of them look like siblings. It's crazy. But yeah, they probably didn't have the best genes for reproducing. Plus, you know, living on the edge, doing the opioids and stuff probably didn't help either, you know, and the weight. So it is what it is. I digress.
I am tired of fighting the world and my wife. She makes sure I know.
You don't have to say anything.
Oh my goodness.
How worthless I am every day. She yells and screams and cusses me out. She will manipulate all of this to make her look perfect, but the fact is I am not perfect, but I did everything I could to try to be better. I read the Bible and 6 wisdom. I went to therapy for her, but all she tells me is I am worthless and she is so much better than me. No matter how many times I asked her to stop. She controlled everything I did. She controlled where we ate, where we went, what we did. She hit me. She threw plates and bowls at me. She took a rag with chemicals on it and threw it in my eye. She threatens to tell the cops that I raped her. Even though I never did, I have fought my whole life every day for everything I had, but after dealing with my wife I am done fighting. She can win for the very last time. She will probably dance on my grave or not show up at all. I am the most hated person in the world. I was never good enough and my wife has made sure I never would be. Everything I said here is the truth. She will deny at all costs she does no wrong. The truth is everyone
Jeff
in the world,
Stacy,
so
too
I will
beautiful
just
for
follow my
Earth.
destiny.
What's that?
Jeff Stacy, too beautiful for Earth.
Oh my goodness. I just noticed that. Look at that. 2 peas in a pod, man.
Wife has made sure I never would be. Everything I said here is the truth. She will deny at all costs she does no wrong. The truth is everyone in the world hates me, so I will just follow my destiny. I thought I would add in last night when I tried to go to bed my wife decided to yell and scream. She tried to choke me and kill me. She hit me. She blocked me from her phone. She took her car away so I can't go to a job. She told me to figure out how to get there with no money in a car I said many times is dangerous. But my feelings don't matter to her. The one that matters to her is herself. The fact is I wake up every day to a wife, family, and world who does nothing but tell me I am worthless. I have fought my entire life. I thought getting married to my best friend would ease the burden of the world.
The thing about this is, first of all, guys, it's not happy wife, happy life. It's happy spouse, happy house, number 1. And number 2, if I would have gotten to this point, Cat Wag said the voice is just making this weirder. is that I would have straight up just like stolen a car and just drove to Mexico or something straight up, dude. And you could get on a boat or something, just go somewhere and start all over where there's no internet. Go to like Zambia or something. I don't know.
Well, obviously, every time he says the phrase "the world," he's referring to the TCAP community.
Yeah, that's true because they were vicious to him, man. So
She used to be the most caring, supportive, generous, kind person. She was emotional, but she helped me find my emotional side. Even my family said it. Then there were 6 miscarriages and she is in a very dark place.
6? Oh
Yeah,
my
that's wild. She had to
goodness.
be on drugs.
She either had to be on drugs or there's something genetic or hormonal or something going on there,
Were these like Godfather 2 miscarriages?
Maybe, man, maybe. 6 miscarriages. That is absolutely insane. We're not talking about baby deletions. We're talking about miscarriages. But you know what though? I'm actually kind of glad that they didn't bring a child into this. Honestly,
Who knows?
So-
The miscarriages could have been intentional as well.
What do you mean? Like she did the old.
She could have done something to sabotage them if she hated him so much.
Well, I don't get why she married him then.
Oh, she was just using him for his money.
What?
She thought he was getting TCAP residuals.
Straight up, man. Maybe he was writing his autobiography. He's like, Ryan Gosling can play me in the movie. The
More
Jeff
like
Stacy,
Jonah Hill.
yeah, the Jeff Stacy story starring Chris Evans. You know what I mean? Oh man.
place and her only outlet is to attack me. I guess it makes her feel better about herself, but I don't know, she never talks or tries to be around me. I even got ran down for trying to improve my cerebral palsy. But in the end I hope people...
He has cerebral palsy? Did anyone know that?
I mean, you could tell in the original clip with him that something was a little off. But the thing with
Josh said, you can tell, bro.
the thing is, like, not everyone with cerebral palsy is going to be as disabled as Dustin McFetridge.
Yeah.
Like, it's not necessarily going to give you that level. Sorry.
Yikes, man.
Black helicopters always roaming here in the city.
Yeah, look at that. I didn't know he had cerebral palsy. Interesting.
people in her and my family see the hate you give. It's just what you will get. I hope one day my wife, my family, and the world will come to love instead of the hate I see every day. Just so you know, everything here is my side of the story. My wife will deny it all, and even though she gives hate, I want the world to show her the love I never got. I want her to see the true love, the unconditional love that exists in the world.
And I don't believe in the only unconditional love that I can say is the love you have for your pet, or I wouldn't even say parents have unconditional love for their children because it depends, because I know that Ted Bundy's mom was like, he's innocent, why is my son, you know what I'm saying? So you see some of these serial deleters where their family stands by them. So I guess some family love can be unconditional love, but in relationships and stuff, there is no such thing as unconditional love, and there shouldn't be unconditional love. You know what I mean? I don't believe that should be a thing, because people shouldn't be able to just do whatever you want. I mean, whatever they want to you, and you still have love for them. That's ridiculous, That allows you to be taken advantage of.
January 29, 2021, my wife threatened to call the cops and accuse me of rape. She threatened to divorce me, and she threw my phone at me after calling all kinds of names. January 30th, 2021, I woke up about 7 a.m. My wife came out of bedroom about 11 a.m. to yell at me that I am not allowed to be there, that I had lied because my brother-in-law and I weren't talking. She threatened to have a locksmith come over and change the lock so I couldn't get in. I left to walk with brother-in-law, came back to her still in bed. It was almost 4 p.m. I asked her if she wanted to do anything with me. So I get yelled at, told I ran her down to my family.
Is this supposed to, would this be like his memorial picture, you know, him sinking beneath the waves? Just in the wind. All we are is just in the wind. That's so bad. I shouldn't laugh.
Was told I am worthless and she is the best thing for me. This went on for 6 times, every time bringing it back to whether she wanted to do something with me, and she'd just yell and carry on. So I called my friend over, to which I got yelled at for calling him. Being told I don't care about her, I don't want her, that I didn't really want to do anything with her anyway. January 31st, 2021, last night came home after working on car to be cussed at, yelled at, scrutinized, threatening to call the police and my mom, telling me she wouldn't let me sleep, screamed in my ear, telling I cheated on her, threw something at me. She also told me that I didn't really go walking earlier in the day because the walker was in the living room. She also told me that—
Wait, he has a walker? Did you guys just hear that?
Yeah, I hadn't heard that before.
Huh. The plot thickens, right?
that I wasn't allowed to use either of the bathrooms. I fell asleep for some time to wake to her yelling at me, cussing me, threatening police if I didn't leave. My family hates me, her family hates me, to eventually her stopping and I fall asleep again. To wake up again to her yelling and her screaming and accusing me of stuff. Then calling police to kick me out and calling my mom to get me, and she started poking me in the ribs, as she was screaming at me to leave, cops, family, divorce. Then she ripped my CPAP mask off and screamed louder and—
Oh, he has sleep apnea too. So wait.
I can't remember if it was in this video or the other one, but they like have a whole list of all the prescription medicines he was on. It's like 4 pages long.
Really? Hold on.
That was the baked salmon video.
Let me look. Jeff Stacy's
Big Salmon, yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
medication.
There's also Taco Bell, McDonald's, all kinds of stuff like that in his
It
car.
has pictures of his body inside of the car, but his body's blurred out.
Stacy. TCAP. Who was it again?
Baked salmon.
Yeah, it's the first one.
From the Baked Salmon Studios in downtown Tokyo, this is Bakeline. Here's your host.
We probably should have watched this first.
Yeah.
Good evening and welcome to Bakeline. Jeff Stacy, the Mickey Mouse Predator. Whatever your thoughts may be about the man, one thing is clear. He's dead. Tonight, we're going to look at some information acquired by channel member and Bakeline roving investigator Ryan Maxwell. Ryan obtained the police report originally filed when Jeff was first found deceased in his vehicle back in 2021. It is supplemental information, perhaps known by some of you, but entirely new to us at Bakeline. What we will not be sharing are the images of a deceased Jeff.
He has the
part of the
coil
packet received by
eyebrows
Ryan.
too.
I will say that he appears to have died in his sleep, reclined in the driver's seat of a rather messy Hyundai Elantra. Let's have a look. But first, a reminder. Some of what you are about to see and hear
is explicit.
May be explicit.
I've never seen this
Here's
guy.
Me, still. From the Lebanon Division of Police, Jeffrey W. Mitchell, Chief of Police.
You know what's
status
weird?
approved.
So I used to live
Report-
near Lebanon, Pennsylvania, right? And this is in Lebanon, and this is in Lebanon, Ohio. So both of them are Lebanon and not Lebanon. You know what I'm saying? Interesting.
Type case report. Primary Officer Travis Shaver. Well, I'm sure you have, Travis. Incident code non-breather. Location 1530 Walmart
For a
Drive,
specific
Lebanon,
audience.
Ohio. Forward to investigations. Victim Jeffrey Stacy, Jeffrey D. Male, date of birth March 8th, 1979. There's his address. They've blocked out the cell phone, although they didn't block out the cell phone numbers for his sister and his mother. I've gone ahead and done that for us. Witnesses: Kara Irvin, Walmart Asset Protection. Charles McCoy, another witness to the situation here. Vehicles: 2011 black Hyundai Elantra. It says here contact information: James Burns IV, with contact information for Jeff Stacy's sister and mother.
His sister's name is Jennifer. His name is Jeff and Jennifer.
It says here, Josh Holbrook, I obtained an email from Mr. Paul Revelson. Mr. Stacy sent an email to his sister and mother shortly before his death.
What?
The email he sent is attached.
Wait, I obtained an email from sent an email to his sister. Oh, okay. That's what this is from. It was to his sister and his mom. I wonder why they didn't help him, Like,
because he's Jeff Stacy.
But the thing is he must have done something to piss them off. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. Think about what it takes. I can understand. Okay, so being homeless, right? Bear with me now. If you are a mentally ill person, a soldier that's come back from war who has PTSD, I can understand because you're being homeless because you can't function, you can't fit in, you can't get a job, your family members can't handle your problems. Oftentimes you end up on the street. A lot of people that are hardcore drug addicts, right? They end up being homeless because they've screwed over everyone, like their mom, their sister, their brother. They've stolen from them. I think so they're on the street, Barring that, unless all your family and friends are in the ground, you should always have somewhere to go.
Well, even if you make your family the laughing stock of the entire planet.
Pretty much.
Him being on TCAP isn't enough for his family to cut him off.
I just think that maybe Jeff had done something to his sister and his mom. You know what I'm saying? Where they were just like, no, you are not staying here. Maybe when he first got out, he was staying with his mom and his sister, and he just pissed them off. I don't know. So
maybe he shunned his sister because she wouldn't make him mac and cheese.
Attached to the report. Now, the email in question was not attached to the report, and roving investigator Ryan Maxwell is on the case to see if we can get a copy of that email, which I will share with you at a future date if that is something we can obtain. Here's the primary report by Travis Shaver. It says on February 22nd, 2021 at 9:28 a.m., I responded to the Walmart parking lot in reference to a male unconscious and not breathing. Once I arrived, Officer Mouch was on the scene. Officer Mouch advised that the body was already cold to the touch and he could not feel a pulse. From my observation, the body appeared to be hypermic hypoxia due to the indication of pale and gray coloring of the skin. Yeesh. It also should be noted that rigor and lividity had set into the deceased. The male was in the front driver's seat of a 2011.
That's his mom's car.
Yeah.
So he borrowed his mom's car and then
black Hyundai Elantra bearing a Ohio registration of GJQ 4246. Shortly after, the Lebanon battalion commander, Ryan Harper, arrived on scene and pronounced the time of death as being 9:34 a.m. on February 22nd, 2021. After investigation, the male was identified as being Jeffrey D. Stacy of Lebanon. Through a leads inquiry, officers discovered that the vehicle returned to Stacy's mother. At this time, Detectives Holbrook, Cooper, and Sergeant Trout arrived on scene and evaluated the scene.
if Stacy's mom got it going on.
Well, at least his mother got her vehicle back.
Got it back. I gotta get the truck back.
While on scene, Detective Cooper obtained photographs of the scene. At 9:46 a.m., Sergeant Trout contacted Doyle Burke with the coroner's office.
Ben, man, how have you been? Ben Bilbro. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. How you been, man? Long time, man. Good to see you.
And advised him of the situation. After speaking with Doyle Burke, he advised Sergeant Trout that he would be responding to our location. At 10:17 a.m., Doyle Burke arrived on scene to take possession of the body. Stacy was transported by Doyle Burke to the coroner's office for an autopsy to be conducted. Officers were able to make contact with Stacy's wife at 118 Dave Street, Leanne Stacy, and inform her of his death. At this time, it is believed Jeffrey Stacy died of natural causes. Dun, dun, dun. The vehicle was towed by Case Towing, and a copy of the report has been faxed to the coroner's office. Charles McCoy advised he noticed the vehicle parked in the same parking spot for the past 2 days. McCoy stated on February 21st, 2021, he attempted to make contact with Stacy. McCoy said Stacy appeared to be sleeping in his vehicle and was breathing heavy. The next interaction McCoy had with Stacy was on February 22nd, 2021, when he noticed him in the same position in the vehicle.
Dang.
McCoy advised he opened the door and the male was unresponsive to him. At this point, McCoy called 911 and requested emergency personnel. On February 22nd, 2021 at 4:30 p.m., I was contacted by Kara Irvin, a Walmart manager. Irvin stated that Stacy arrived on February 20th, 2021 at 11:46 p.m. and parked in the parking spot that he was located in. All events in this narrative took place in the city of Lebanon, Warren County, Ohio. Officer Travis Shaver. 123. Signed and dated Travis Shaver, the officer. Now this, I believe, is the actual report from Mr. McCoy.
Guys, let's take a look at Lebanon, Ohio. Sunny Lebanon. Let's see what Lebanon looks like, shall we?
We know they have a Walmart.
Look at Lebanon. Sunset over downtown Lebanon. Look at that. Travel guide. Historic downtown Lebanon. Look at that.
It has to be most known for Jeff Stacy at this point.
I was going to say the same thing. Look at that. This looks like Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, actually, now that I think about it. Look at that. No, let's find out some factoids about Lebanon, guys.
Rehab centers in Lebanon.
Right? You know
that
what?
photo.
Yeah. Where's that? The top 2 rehab centers? Where I lost it. That's right. Oh, well, I lost it. It was like top 2 rehab centers in Lebanon or whatever. Yeah. Anyways, let's find out some facts about Lebanon, guys, so we can fully immerse ourselves in it. Oops. Wikipedia, what are you doing to me here? There we go. Okay. How many people live in Lebanon? 20,841 people live there. It's right smack dab in the middle. Look at that.
Please tell me he's listed under famous residents.
The city is one of the few in the nation to once operate a government-run cable television and telephone service and internet provider. Interesting. The Golden Lamb is the oldest hotel in Ohio. They have some parks. They have a news channel. Oh, come on. Tell me he's on here. I guess Neil Armstrong lived there for a while. Woody Harrelson is from there. Someone needs to go and put Jeff Stacy on this list. I don't see
Just add him in right now.
Jeff Stacy on there. Look at that. I've never added anyone on Wikipedia. How do you do that?
I think go to the bottom.
This will be a first. I've never added anything on a Wikipedia page before. You had to log. You had to like log in or whatever. I've never done that.
Oh,
Huh. Oh well, someone do this. If you know how to alter Wikipedia page, can you please add Jeffrey?
I've done it before. You don't need to log in or anything.
Oh, really? Okay. We'll
Let me
figure
see
it
if
out.
I can figure it out.
If we come back on this stream and Josh has added that, I'm gonna. This will be like one of the greatest things ever.
Well, for some reason it's upside down, but I think I can still muscle through this. Noticed car in parking lot night of the 20th, saw the phone light going on and off. Checked on him yesterday because I noticed the car running for a long time and hasn't moved. He wasn't responding, so I got out and made sure that he was breathing. I checked on him the morning of the 22nd and couldn't see any movement in his chest. Called 911. So there you go. That's the extent of the documents. Now let's look at the photos. Okay, here we go. Photo number 1. We can see some officers standing around Jeff's mother's Hyundai Elantra. There's license plate GJQ 4246. No rear.
Uh-oh, there goes the neighborhood. Luna's here.
Hi.
Hey.
I made it.
What's going on, my friend? How have you been?
Oh, I'm good.
Good.
I've been studying like hell, so I've been absent for a long time. That's real.
Well, it's good to hear from you. It's good to hear your voice. You know what I mean? I was just talking about how you, me, Josh, Zeph, Steve, Alex were the original call-in crew. You know what I mean? But now we have James in here dropping one-liners. You know, rounding out the.
Yeah, bunch. I'm shook. Jameson is here. Hi.
Hello.
Finally.
And yeah. So we're talking about Jeff Stacy. Luna, what? I know that we probably talked about this once, but what do you makes Jeff Stacy's whole case so fascinating?
Besides the Mickey Mouse voice? What really fascinates me about him is he's so oblivious. Like, he's like, there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. That's like, I know there are others like that, but with Jeff Stacy, it's like he's stupidly not aware. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I honestly think that it's because he doesn't think that he did anything wrong. Like he says, okay, well, all I was doing was just typing stuff into a computer, and I showed up to the house, but I didn't touch anyone. I didn't do anything, so I'm fine. Not knowing like how supremely screwed he is. Like even David Schumacher was smart enough to understand something was going on. Yeah, you know what I mean? So here we go. Let's continue.
Your damage to the vehicle, it appears. Looks like snowy weather in Lebanon at that time. Jeff not sleeping in his car.
He said not sleeping.
Here's a front view of the Elantra with a handicap placard in there. You will notice, we will see that there's a walker in the car. I'm assuming Jeff was not using a walker, that it belonged to his mother. We'll see here.
Well, as we heard in the email, that was his.
Yes, that was his. So, Luna, did you hear that Jeff Stacy had cerebral palsy?
What?
Yeah, and then he used to walk with a walker too.
Uh, what the hell? I'm
Yeah,
shook.
I
Hold
didn't know
up.
any of this. Well, there was something else that we found out earlier too, guys. What was it? It was something that we hadn't heard. I forget, but
His wife had 6 miscarriages.
yeah, his wife had 6 miscarriages.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but like, I'm glad they didn't have children.
We said the same thing.
Like, I'm totally feeling bad for any woman out there who has miscarriages or something, but like, I'm glad that guy didn't like reproduce.
Seriously, man. Or even what sounds like their whole marriage, was so toxic that I'm glad that they didn't have any kids. But at the same time, like, I know someone who's really, really, really close to me that, she's 43 and then she and her husband went through like 4 rounds of IVF and didn't work, So she's been like super emotional because the doctor's like, yeah, you're never going to have kids of your own. And, she didn't start trying until she was like 40, 41. So it's like, well, that's a little bit late. And their marriage has been really, really strained because of all that stuff, the hormones and the wanting to be a mother and all of that. So that puts a real strain on their relationship. And I mean, come on, she's married to Jeff Stacy.
Yeah, I mean,
As if that's not strain enough, you know what I mean? So
I'm quite shocked about the cerebral palsy part. Actually, wow, like,
yeah,
wow.
Man, oh man.
Here's the driver's side of the car again. A little bit dirty there. Probably a little salt and moisture kicked up from the road there in Lebanon. Lots of police officers around. And the left rear driver's side, again, no noticeable damage to the car. They are safe drivers in the Stacy family. Here is that picture of the walker that I was referring to. Again, I don't know that Jeff was in such a state that he was using a walker.
It looks like there's
Likely not,
multiple walkers.
because this is his mother's car. I'll assume that was probably his mother's walker.
But you would think that
Or
if he had his mom's car, like, wouldn't his mom need her walker? He just like Tokyo drifted the Hyundai down the street with his mom's walkers in the back of the car. That doesn't make any sense, So
when she did trips down to Walmart, a nice picture of the officers reflected in the window. I'm going to be covering up what we can see of Jeff in this image. Here we go. Now we can see what was Jeff snacking on the night that he expired.
What is that next to?
There is a McDonald's McCafe cup here.
What is that? What is that?
Oh, those are good.
Guys,
I think
Guys,
they
please-
determine it's like some nasal
Hey.
spray or something.
please
Okay.
clean your cars. Like, please. There's a like, in case you die or something, please clean your car.
I forget what movie that was where they're either like being hunted or I think it was one of the Saw films, and the guy goes, "Hey, you guys, it looks like we're all not going to make it out of here. So, can you guys make me a promise? What's that? If I don't make it, can you go to my house and clean out all the corn and stuff I have, so my mom won't find it?
You know what? My biggest fear.
All the corn and pot and cocaine I have in my room. Can you please clean that out?"
My biggest fear is in case like something happens to me, like someone will enter my house and they were like, "Damn, she was a good person, but Jesus Christ, what the fuck? I'm sorry, what the hell is this house?" Like, that is my greatest fear. In case, so I'm a neat freak. I'm constantly cleaning the house in case something like that happens.
You know what's interesting is like, guys. I always say that there's a stereotype that men are just messy and like can't take care of ourselves, and that's why men need to get men. Now, most of the guys I know, like we we aren't as like OCD about where stuff goes, but men can be. We're just organized. We'll have like for instance, the clean hamper and the dirty hamper. We don't fold socks, fine. But I have one friend of mine. He was in the Marines, right? 20 years, officer in the Marines. He is so meticulous about cleaning. It's ridiculous. Where he divorced his ex-wife because she wasn't clean enough. It was crazy. Like he said,
Sounds like he needs therapy.
But no, he just believes that things go where they're supposed to go. You know what I'm saying?
And you end a marriage over it?
Yeah, but because it was driving him crazy.
Could she put the jar of sugar on the wrong shelf?
Hey, you know what? I know women that have left their husbands for the same thing. A friend of mine.
He loved a woman who wasn't clean.
Yeah, divorced her husband because he never put his shoes in the right spot. He's messy. He's terrible. You know, he won't put the thing back when he does the thing. And I'm like, are you serious? That's what you're divorcing him for. So, but this guy, you know, he would do the 3-inch fold? Whoever's in the military, he would get up, 3-inch fold the bed. He would wash his clothes and have them perfectly folded, and his shoes were perfectly fine. And then, like, you know, at first when they first got together, she's like, this is cool. This guy's really, really clean. Until she realized that he's clean all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is perfect, everything's clean, everything's fine. And then over time, she's just like, why? Like, what's going on here? He's like, look, can you please just, like, if you're gonna come in the house, just please don't throw your shoes down. Can you put them where they're supposed to go? If you're gonna do your laundry, can you please, like, you know, hang stuff up and put it away on your side? So over time, it just grew. Resentment grew, and that was it. So
here, he was munching some cheddar cheese combos. It's a delightful snack. There's Jeff's phone
with a crack in it.
Good look at Jeff's phone here.
What is that?
It resembles mine with the number of cracks in it.
Wingstop.
I don't know what kind of phone that is. Looks like he's got something from Wingstop there. Empty Gatorade bottle.
It's some good old Taco Bell.
Some Taco Bell. Can't knock him there.
No, he's wrong.
That looks like Pop-Tarts on.
Yeah, it is a McDonald's bag. Okay.
On the passenger seat.
And is that a ding dong or something? Like what? It
looks like Pop-Tarts.
There. A Brink.
Oh, man, guys.
Jesus, does he eat all of his meals in his car?
Well, I think he went there intending.
I didn't want to, guys. I just
brought some snacks along.
I had to put hostess because I just didn't want to just search for chocolate ding dong. I can't and have that show up on Google. Oh man, look at these ding dongs, ho hos. Look at those, man. Oh no, they have a Star Spangled Ding Dong. White buzzer, come on, man. What are you doing to me? Don't ruin my childhood. Look
God bless America.
Come on, man. Ding dongs, popcorn. What is this? New bouncers? I've never seen these. Huh. Who remembers what are the coconut things called?
Can I say something?
Sure.
In Germany we have these these chocolates that Germans adore. They basically eat it between bread. Okay, so don't get freaked out. It's called YouTube. It's just a brand name. Okay, don't throw us out. It's called Dickmans. And every time I see that, I just keep laughing. It's
Do they make poppycock?
Yeah, poppycock. That's one too. The German Dickman, was it Schokostroke?
Super Dickman.
Super Dickman.
That's going to be the next Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Look, Super Dickman's Dick and Musa. Oh no! Look at that.
What's inside of them?
It's just marshmallows with chocolate. Like that's it. It's really delicious. And on certain holidays, I guess, Germans actually put it between. We have something called Brötchen. That is like little breads, and they put it inside and eat it like that. Yeah, it's weird.
Wow.
Germans adore this. So yeah.
So, Dickman, it's kind of
Dick nose. Oh.
Look at that. What about snowballs? Snowballs.
These were all just missed opportunities for John Wayne
No.
Bobbitt.
Right? Snowballs. Hostess. These are gross, dude. Oops. Don't want to do that.
Oh.
These are gross. Zingers. These, I don't like those. And then have you ever had a Twinkie, Luna?
I'm sorry, what?
Twinkie.
What is it called?
What about the Twinkie?
Oh, these. Oh, okay. I know
These are
them.
not like these. This is so America. Like, this is one of the most America things there are. Just sugar and bread and more sugar. It's like such an like. Can you imagine anything that embodies like American dessert? You know, look, Twinkies, ice cream, yuck. Man, that's disgusting. No.
We
I
had
mean, how
something
do you
similar
even
in
flavor
Turkey.
that? Just like sugar flavored?
Yeah, this is pure sugar.
You remember these? Whatchamacallits, man. Uh-oh. Yeah, these are good. And then 100 grands. These are good too. All right, guys. So top 3 favorite candy bars. I don't even really eat candy.
Yeah, I haven't eaten candy in
But
really a long time.
when I was young, I liked Kit Kats.
Kit Kats?
Kit Kats. I liked Junior Mints. Yeah, look at those. My fave, man. These are good.
I can never see Junior Mints without thinking of the Seinfeld episode.
Yeah.
And then York's good. And then is this
okay?
real?
York's peppermint patties were gross. Junior Mints are okay.
Dude, look, these are actually called Lucky Fucks.
What?
Look, I'm not lying. Look.
I used to be a big Almond Joy truther.
Look. This is look. Look, you could get a bag of dicks. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, I didn't.
How is this streaming up in Pull Jet?
What's that? I don't know, man. I don't know. Ew! Kraft mac and cheese gummies. Yuck!
Ew, no.
Look, Oscar Mayer Wiener hot dog gummies. Yuck! This is America. Cat Wag says Fifth Avenue.
You
What were you saying?
Americans are insane. What is this?
Yeah. Anyone that's from Middle America. Was it ambrosia salad? Look at that. Yuck.
Ew,
Look
what
at that.
what the hell?
Look at that.
Oh, one of my grandmas used to make that on holidays growing up.
Disgusting. And then there's another one where it's like a steak dinner in gelatin.
That's too close to Ambrosio. I'm not touching it.
Like a rhinestone cowboy. Look at this. This is a thing. Luna, look at this. They literally cook like a steak dinner and they put it in gelatin.
Oh God!
Look
oh
at this.
God.
Eggs and stuff. It's in gelatin. Look
No.
at this. Look at that. Hams and vegetables and gelatin.
No.
What foolishness is this? Anyone in the chat that's from like Middle America, please tell me some of the foolishness that you've seen. Oh, there's a thing, Josh. What's that thing that's up in upstate New York that they eat?
A garbage plate.
Yes, garbage plate.
They actually, it's funny. The PGA Championship is happening this week, and it's in Rochester, which is where they were invented. And they did a whole segment about garbage plates, where they like describe them to a bunch of the golfers, and got their reactions to it.
Look at that. So it's French fries, macaroni salad, cheeseburgers, mustard, and a bunch of hot sauce. I mean,
you can also
meat
get
sauce.
like hot dogs on it or chicken.
Yeah.
It's like basically any type of garbage food you could get and put in one.
Basically,
Josh, do you know Cooking with Jack show? You were binge watching at one point. I'm curious. Do you know him?
Cooking with Jack. No, I know Kay's cooking.
Oh, it's similar.
That's
It's just like hilariously bad.
It's hilariously bad. Yeah.
Did Ken do a review of it?
Yeah, he did some reviews of it. Yeah, and there was this.
Yeah, this is real.
This reminds me
Jellied
of his
moose
cooking.
nose.
That's why.
Look at that. Jellied moose nose.
Ew. What?
Who looks at a moose's nose and says, "Oh, that looks delicious"?
Gourmet.
Oh my goodness, that is disgusting. I tell you guys, I said this once in the live stream. The nastiest thing I've ever eaten. Can't type today, guys.
It was from Iceland, right?
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is the foulest thing I've ever eaten in my life. And I've eaten bugs, I've eaten weird alligators, and I've eaten everything, man. I will never eat this again. This is the most disgusting thing I've ever tried in my entire life. Hey, shout out to Iceland. I loved it there. The rest of the food was good, but this has to be the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten in my life. Like, my life would be better off having never tried this. you know what I mean?
Exactly is it?
It's shark, and then it's fermented. So like they hang it, and then it ferments over time because the urine and the shark itself makes the meat ferment. It's disgusting.
Sounds delightful.
There's a Turkish dish that I don't think you can show it on, live stream. Yeah. I'm going to write, but you will.
What is it? Is it some type of of genital organ?
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm writing
oysters
directly to you, but you probably shouldn't search it just in case.
Hold on, let me switch off of here so that.
Does Dickman's make it?
Yeah. It's the similar concept.
Oh, is it Sirdan? Sirdan?
Yeah, but if you can copy and paste it, you'll see.
Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, I think I have it up here. What is the thing called at the bottom of the S? What is that?
It's the sound.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, what is this? It's
we don't see it.
Yeah, guys, I can't show it.
Yeah, I can't.
I can't show it. It's well here. I can show this. This doesn't look like it because it's a little bit different, but it's literally a sheep's
a D.
Yeah. And they cook it and stuff it with meat, onions, and paprika.
People do that in America.
Oh, okay.
People
Rocky Mountain oysters. That's what I said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen a Rocky Mountain oyster, Luna?
Is it?
It's not an oyster.
Oh.
Look.
It's like the movie Funny Farm.
Yeah. You guys remember the Great Outdoors? Golden Goliath. What's up, man? Golden Goliath said, I showed up at the wrong time. This sounds scary. Oh no, guys! Please remember to drop a like on the stream, please. Cash app at the bottom.
At this point, I don't think they will.
I know, right? Look at that. It's funny. Yeah, so they are literally taking testicles from a bull, and then they fry them and eat them.
Oh.
And the funniest part is they have contests to see who can eat the most, And then there's all these videos of people having their friends try them and not telling them what they are. And then they've eaten like 20 of them. They're like, "Hey man, guess what you just ate?" You know.
Oh
Look at
god.
that. What are
The
Rocky
trick is
Mountain?
you got to cut them real high.
Rocky Mountain oysters, also known as prairie oysters, Montana tenderloins, cowboy caviar, swinging beef, or calf fries. What? Oh no! Oh no! Look at that. The dish is served in parts of Canada. Wow! Look at that. Look at that. I'm a very adventurous eater, but there's just certain things that I just won't eat. Like for instance, snake. Sorry, man, that's not happening. Any type of large bugs. Like my friend's mom was from China, and she came over it. She cooked this like meat. It was like a kind of meatloafy thing, but it had these kind of cooked. They're like cooked onions, and they have like scorpions on them. Like, you guys know there's scorpions on this thing.
Yeah,
And I'm sitting there like, why am I the only one like freaking out here? You know. So I'll have mine. No, with no oyster, please. Thank you very, very, very much. Jameson, what's the worst food that you've ever tried? Where you were just like, ugh, I'm never.
Well, I'm not really an adventurous eater.
Yeah, but that means that there's probably something where like either something that you like was either prepared wrong, I guess, or like what do you or here, what won't you eat? Like what not being adventurous, what is your territory? Like where's your line in the sand?
We talked about it earlier. Ambrosia is one that I just can't stand. Because I love fruit, but you throw marshmallows in there and
yeah.
terrible.
They have a lot of like traditional like American dishes that are just ridiculous. And a lot of it's just like the
fried butter,
huh?
Fried butter,
yeah. Or even then, Texas they'll fry on fried Oreos. Whoops.
Why?
Because America. That's why.
America.
Look at that. Deep fried oysters. They have fried Coca-Cola. Yeah. Where like fries and it solidifies. So they pour Coke on top of oil and it fries. And people eat it. So it's literally fried sugar. Was it fried bananas?
Fried bananas aren't really that bad, actually. Japanese people have it too. It's actually delicious, I think, in my opinion.
I like plantains, though, man. They're great. Plantains are really, really good, especially fried.
Yeah.
Really, really good. But yeah, what's that?
Am I the only one whose arteries are closing up as we
I know.
go further into this?
Man. And that's the thing. Luna, if you were to ever go to Texas, right, and you saw the portion sizes, it's insane. If you were to, if all of us were to go to lunch and order like a $5 lunch special from a restaurant, the plate goes boom because it's full of food, and people just eat the whole thing. It's like, you guys realize like you're eating like 1,500 calories or whatever in one sitting. So Golden Goliath says, my dad got us some chocolate-covered ants, scorpions, spiders, and lollipops. Needless to say, they didn't get opened ever. Yeah, I've heard that there's some bugs like grasshoppers and stuff that you can eat that are supposed to be crunchy and taste like nuts. But you know what? And not Rocky Mountain oysters. I mean,
can I say something?
Sure.
Did you ever watch Hetalia? Like Hetalia? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's an anime, and there basically every country is a person in that anime. And there was this one scene where Germany and Italy is eating escargot. Do you know what that is? It's a French snail dish.
Oh yeah,
escargot.
Yeah.
And so basically they are eating, and Japan was like, ew, what the hell is that? So I'm like, you guys literally eat like live fish, and that's that's the point where you draw the line.
You know,
it was so weird to me.
I think all in all, and okay, favorite foods that I would eat for the rest of my life, like meaning if I had a choice to eat a cold. American food's not even in my top 10, right? Because I like Thai food, Korean food, Ethiopian food, Indian food. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny that Americans, a lot of the people that I know who are not adventurous eaters go, "Oh, I would never eat that." It's like, dude, go to Ethiopia or go to Japan or go to like Mongolia and explain a hot dog or bologna to them.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, you guys eat that crap? Like, so wait, there's some guy with galoshes and a blood-soaked rubber apron, and he's shoveling random pig parts into a thing, and out pops this sheet. Bon appetit, ladies and gentlemen.
That's exactly why I'm vegan.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you're making me hungry.
So, and I look, I like bologna. I like meat. I'll eat anything. What I am saying is, like, people who use the excuse of "ew," I wouldn't eat, kefto, where kefto is like, it's Ethiopian dish. Anyone ever tried kefto? It's really, really good. So they take like thinly sliced or ground beef, right? And it's raw, but they put these spices in it, right, and knead it in, and it makes it like edible. There's a couple of cultures that do this because the spices and the salts themselves do something to the meat. You know what I'm saying? And it's really, really, really good. And my friend goes, I would never eat that. And she has a bologna sandwich. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, you're in good company, Lauren.
I'm going to say that's what that looks like. It looks like the Brinks logo and some barbecued Pringles. Can we tell what this bag is? It just says Helix, which I think is possibly the plastic bag company, and a load of soda bottles. Looks like some coconut water in there as well.
He has good eyes, man. Even I didn't see that. I knew a lady. I think I told you guys this. She had gained a bunch of weight. She's like, I don't know why I'm gaining so much weight. She would drink 5 Cokes a day, like bottles of Coca-Cola a day at work. At work.
Like 2 liters?
No. Like the regular size bottles.
20 ounce.
Yeah. Now let's do the math. How many calories are in a bottle of Coke?
Gotta be like 500, right?
A 20-ounce bottle of Coke has 240 calories. So times that by 5. That's crazy. That's like 1,100 and something calories just at work on liquid, not counting breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Isn't that nuts? Don't drink your calories.
Part of my dramatic weight loss was cutting out soda, which I drank my entire life, and that definitely made a difference.
And not diet soda. We're talking Coca-Cola. All right, next photo. Yeah, we don't need to see that.
Oh man! Oh, he's actually in the car still. Oh no!
Here we go. Another close up. They've removed the Taco Bell bag for some reason. I guess so they can get a better picture at the nasal spray on the front seat. Makes sense. That looks like Jeffrey got his prescriptions filled at Kroger. But Azelastine HCI, a nasal solution. Now look at the condition of that passenger seat. Sadly, I can't bash him too much because I've had some pretty disgusting front areas, passenger areas of my vehicles when I was a working stiff, driving basically for a living. My seats sometimes resembled this, but I don't know, maybe not that bad. I don't think my wife would have ever sat in the car if it was that bad.
Golden Goliath, what's up, man? Guys, I need to be better about looking at the waiting room. Sorry if you and Golden Goliath were waiting for a little while.
It's okay.
My bad. So what's going on, man?
No, man, you got me hungry, so I was just eating a little bit before I came on.
You guys, I have to say, like, yeah, I would say that the fermented shark, black licorice, and sour cream are the things I don't like. Like sour cream is disgusting to me. But yeah, those are the. But I'll eat or try anything else.
Yep.
Honestly, I've eaten a lot of crazy stuff, So
You'll never guess what I'm eating right now.
what's that?
Baloney.
Lettuce.
Vegan General Tso's chicken.
What's that?
Vegan General Tso's chicken.
What there's a Chinese place down the way from me. They closed because of the cough, but they made really good vegan sesame chicken and General Tso's chicken. And
there's a place here in Brooklyn I get from that is like a standard Chinese restaurant menu, except everything's plant-based. It's really good.
Are they making out of tofu or something?
I don't know. I don't know what it was.
It's usually like soy or pea protein, sometimes tofu.
Yeah, I think that's what these people made this out of. And I remember that they gave it to me on accident, right? Because I ordered General Tso's and I was halfway through it and they called back, were like, "Excuse me, we gave you the wrong thing." I'm like, "What? Oh no, do you want to come pick up your actual chicken? You can have that for free." I'm like, "I'll take my regular chicken too. Thank you very much."
And you didn't even notice, right?
Yeah. Well, I noticed. Something was wrong with it. It didn't have the same consistency. Look, I'm black. I happen to be a connoisseur of chicken. All right, you're not fooling me, man. All right, you're not fooling me when it comes to fried chicken. All right, there's one thing I know is fried chicken. What is it? What are the wine tasters? A sommelier, right?
Sommelier.
Yeah. I happen to be a sommelier of chicken. You know what I'm saying? So I think the only people who make chicken as good as us are those Koreans, man. Korean fried chicken's the best, man. They're so good. There's a place near me. They would put cheese in the breading, right, and then fry it, and then they would give you this spicy cheese sauce that you dip the chicken in.
Bad, but anyways.
Moving on. Now I'm hungry. You guys are killing me over here.
Skip that photo. Here's a picture of the center console. There's lots of
pill bottle
Jolly
in there.
Ranchers down here in the cup holder. There's the McDonald's logo we can see on that McCafe cup. Looks like possibly a lipstick container, ballpoint pen, and an old-ass bottle of prescription medicine. What is that card? It looks like a Starbucks gift card.
Yeah.
This little placard hanging from the rearview mirror is his referee card from the karate that he was involved in.
I thought it was kung fu.
Skip. Here we go. This is what we're after.
Can you imagine him
This is the
teaching
after visit.
a karate class. All right, everyone. I need you to line up in rows of 4.
Be like Beverly Hills Ninja.
I know, right? Now, everyone, we're going to practice our overhand strike. And when I say kia, you say kia.
Summary from Jeffrey going to the doctor. Now, I found it astonishing the amount of medicine that this young man was on. Okay, here we go. Here's the medication list.
Whoa!
Albuterol, alcohol swabs, ashwagandha root extract, aspartic acid, Astellin. Use 1 spray into each nostril 2 times a day. This guy's got a lot of
Azolestine.
Nostril medicine. Lioresal, Tessalone for 1 capsule is needed for a cough. Blood pressure kit, calcium polycarbophil or Fibercon, cholecalciferol, vitamin D3. Take 2,000 units by mouth daily. 2,000 units. Holy mother. Clomid, CoQ10, a Daily Vite multivitamin, fenugreek seed extract, Allegra, Flonase, here's another one. Use 1 spray into each nostril daily. Mucinex,
How much
and
stuff
wait,
is he
there's more.
spraying into his
There's an entire
nostrils
other
every
page.
Dude, he's like Leonard from the Big Bang Theory. You know how Leonard was always like talking about his allergies and everything, you know? Look at that. Look at that. Lacertan? What's that? Let me look. Relaxes the blood vessels. It's a high blood pressure medication. Let me see. Hold on. What is carnitine? I'm looking these up, guys. Hold on. Carnitine. What is that? Substance that helps the body turn fat into energy. It's supposed to make your
it's like something they put in energy drinks.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Cortisone. Apply twice a day sparingly. Is of flared skin. Do not areas.
Yeah, Jeff.
Cortisone. Okay, here's lidocaine.
I'll be right back,
Kozar, take 1 tablet by mouth daily. Maca extract oral. MCT oil, melatonin. Metformin, which I think is for cholesterol. Bactroban. Nebulizer kits, Patanol. Omega-3 acids fish oil. Protonics. Glycolax. Here's another saline solution. Use 2 sprays into each nostril 4 times a day for congestion. Sterile saline. A syringe with needle. BD Integra syringe. Use 1 syringe as directed every 7 days. I'm going to guess our buddy Jeff here had diabetes. Dualglutide. And wait, there's more. I think there's one more page here. Zinc oral. Take by mouth once daily. There you go. That is the medication information for Jeff Stacy. Now, some more photos of Jeffrey's car. Here, his lifeless body has been removed. Thank goodness. Desperate need of a vacuuming. There's a quarter there in the console. Here we can see a better view of that Mick Cafe. Ballpoint pen. Jeff's phone charger. I don't know what this is down here on the bottom. Can we zoom into it enough? No, we can't see it. Here we can see that referee card, Jeff Stacy. I can't see the logo here, but I believe that would be him refereeing karate competitions of sorts. That, in fact, was a Starbucks gift card over there. We can see that Wingstop box here, Jeff's phone, McCafe, and more debris in the car. Here's an interesting shot of Jeff's gas pedal with some garbage wedged underneath it.
Hey, did anyone see Final Destination, the second one?
Oh, the bottle under the pedal.
Yeah, with the log truck and man, I still get nervous anytime that there's any type of like truck with logs on it or whatever. I'll be on a road trip and I'm like, I'm not driving anywhere near that thing. That's for sure.
There you have it, folks. Supplemental information on one of the filthy few captured on Datelines to Catch a Predator, gone to meet his maker. I want to thank again our roving investigator, Ryan Maxwell, for sharing this information with us.
Dang. Jeff. What are you gonna do? Let's go back to the emails here.
Yelling about Cop's family. Her family. I am so lucky to have her. No one else wants me. Only she will put up with me. Her family hates me. Finally, she went to sleep. I woke up about 7 a.m. to start getting yelled at and accused of cheating and lying. I got asked what I was doing in the bathroom. To the point she came out to the living room to yell at me more. Then finally went back to bed after again threatening to kick me out. February 2nd, 2021, my wife yelled, screamed, ran me into the ground. Threatened to kick me out. Threatened to not let me sleep in bed. Threatened to call cops to force me to leave. Decided at 10 p.m. when I had to be up at 4 a.m. that we needed to clean bedroom and...
He was better off like having her actually have a call the cops, because jail sounds like better than where he's at now. Yeah, at this point.
Master bathroom. Making noise and having lights on when trying to sleep. She tried to tell me toothpaste left in sink after brushing my teeth makes the house have bacteria and infect her port.
What?
Complained and yelled at me and ran my family down while I was trying to sleep. Then in morning she sends hateful texts running me and my family down. She tried telling me I'm trying to lose a job when at the job February 3rd, 2021 I tried to be nice and take my wife out to dinner to spend time with her. At dinner she started up again running me down, calling me names, telling me I am worthless. She got so mad when it was time to go she got and stood by the door. And as I was waiting to pay she walked out and went to car. Then we went to Walmart where we sat in parking lot for 10 minutes so I can get lectured that everything is my fault. Then she took off.
I wonder if that's the same Walmart that he was found deleted at, you know? Interesting.
To inside Walmart and gave me silent treatment for 10 minutes, then started talking normal for 10 minutes. Then in car went back to yelling and screaming. When we got home she continued to yell and scream. She was actually mad that I was trying to read a book in the Bible before going to bed. She got so mad she locked the bedroom door so I couldn't go to bed. Then I knocked on door and asked to enter. To which I got told she had to work. How dare I expect her to leave when she needs to work. I begged till finally she let me into sleep. Then I get up in morning.
Glitched out.
So it wasn't me. I thought that it was me.
What's that?
It glitched out. It was just bap or something.
I then
It's just my
suggested
toy.
she go back to bed
Can you hear it
cause I
now?
did not want to
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Then she started running me down. Then went to bedroom, to which I get a text saying she lied about what she wrote in clemency letter. She also threatened me saying I call the police in text. I said that so they might calm her down, not get her arrested. Then she tells me she is going to move my bed out of the room and into another room so she doesn't have to sleep with me. Then I get another text running me down about I minimized
Running me down. I've never really heard that term before.
what she has done and how her clients think she is perfect. And then I just keep getting more and more texts that run me down. February 4th, 2021. Since I have gotten home I've been yelled at and screamed at and ran down. I tried talking to see if she had any ideas on how to help my wife. Her answer was to pray together, which my wife refused to do, and she was screaming while I was talking to her mom. I tried to go to bed at 9 p.m. At 10:30 p.m. she starts screaming, carrying on, telling me to leave, bringing up past crimes 4 or 5 times.
So you know she was holding the whole TCAP thing over him the whole time, you know? Yikes.
Calling me names.
I will call Chris Hansen, Jeff. I have his number on speed dial, Jeff.
Telling me how she can be
Yeah.
nasty. Telling me she will call her therapist to prove she is right. Threatening that doctors, nurses, my church, ex-therapists have proof of how I abuse her. How it's all my family's fault. She said in one sentence said how much she respected my aunt. Then I told her how my aunt told me to leave. She is abusive, not walking with God, and is in a dark place. Then she all of a sudden said my aunt is a liar and was going to contact her. So she can see how horrible I am. February 7th, 2021. This is the second night my wife won't let me sleep. She keeps turning on all the lights, pulling my blanket and pillow off the bed. She keeps threatening to divorce me. She has threatened to report me of hitting her cause she had bruises on her from something else. I have had 4 hours sleep in 2 days. She does not seem to understand that this is my home. And I have a right to be here. The police told me that they had explained it to her and that she understood, as she did same thing the next day. She sent nasty, mean and threatening texts during the day. She told me that I must have whores myself out the night before. When I left...
Wait, she said what now? Hold on.
Nasty, mean and threatening texts during the day. She told me that I must have whores myself out the night before. When I left
didn't
cause the
understand that.
cops said it was best option. But the cops told me I have a right to live there. I have a right to sleep in bedroom, or any other room I like. They said that they could not legally stop me. But I chose to leave for the night. I was wrong, it's not just Leanne who is evil. I saw her dad's true personality last night. I saw where Leanne got her hatred, it's from her dad. He puts on a quiet front then talks horrible about you behind your back. And tries to say he is a Christian. He is just as vindictive as Leanne, if not worse, cause he hides it. He is truly a sheep in wolf clothing.
What do you guys think?
Powerful stuff. for sure. I mean, I don't want to sympathize with the guy, but
Not at all.
I mean,
Not
maybe
at all.
It sounds like karma got the better of him to me.
Yeah, he kind of deserved it. I mean, I mean, he got his punishment.
Well, here's the thing that I'm saying is, I don't feel. I just can't look. I look at ultimately what they were trying to do, and I don't feel bad for any of these guys because what they were trying to do trumps any of that stuff. To victimize a child, I honestly think that they should get indicted for the M word because they're destroying what that child could have been, the person that child could have grown up to be.
I think every single of their wives should get complimentary cardboard cutouts of Chris Hansen and just hide them around the house anytime her husband walks around.
Leaders of the community.
I found this documentary, guys. Hold on.
Before.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait, this isn't it. There was one where it was interviewing this one pastor at a church, and he was like not sorry for what he did at all. I'm like, wow, dude, you are a piece of trash. Hold on. Of course, now I can't find them. Hold on. So like, and then Jeff, like he completely understood what was happening to him, right? And it's just crazy that people of people they just can't leave. You know what I mean? Hold on, what is this?
Improper, and that there is no reason to change those decisions. With respect to repugnant verdict, I have read all before I impose sentence.
What?
Go right ahead.
Hold on. This is Supreme Court affirmed the conviction of Goliath Van Elpen, who was sentenced in 2016 for multiple crimes against children. Who is this person? Dude's name is Goliath?
It's not Golden Goliath.
I know it's not Golden Goliath.
Don't you start now.
I was like, oh wait, it's all quiet over there. Golden Goliath. It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
I was trying so hard to unmute my mic real quick. I missed it like 4 times.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Here's the story. So jurors find 4 guilty of child essay case. So the trial, 4 people accused of multiple crimes include child essay ended last week. This is in 2016. So Goliath Van Alphen of Claverack. Where is this? Is this in Canada? The Columbia. Is this Ohio? Is this in Ohio too? Columbia County. Is this in Ohio? I think so. Sorry, Janet. First it was Michigan, right? And now like all the stories that we're finding are in Ohio. Okay. In all, there were 58 charges against the defendant. The list of charges include aggravated essay and predatory essay. Wow. Each of whom, so they all have their own attorney. But in graphic terms, he told the jury that 11 women, the jury of 11 women and 3 men, including 3 alternates, that the children were directed to have relations with each other on film. Yikes. Miss Van Alphen-Moot, his wife, forced 2 of the boys to perform acts on her. What? What is going on? Guys, that is crazy. That is crazy. The truth is stranger than fiction. Let's watch the actual footage here. Hold on.
Respectfully submit that no one knows the horror of this defendant that he's being punished for going to trial, and as I know the court
Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at the skull on his neck and everything. Oh my gosh. This is not the guy who you want driving the school bus. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ooh.
Crimes. Let me start again. You are the father of 3 of the victims, 2 of which you have been found, or at least 3 of which you've been found guilty of sexually abusing. You did so at a time when, as a father, you should have been teaching them to grow
Look
up.
at how stone-faced he looks.
Teaching
He doesn't care.
teaching them how to fish, how to hunt, how to play baseball, how to do other things that could have made them happy and positive. Instead, you've ripped their lives apart. I'm paraphrasing one of your victims. I'm going to read it quote for word.
Oh.
They ruined my life. Every day I wish I could be a baby again so someone could take me away and save me from Janine and Goliath, and I could have a better, safer life.
His name is actually Goliath. I've never even heard that as a name. So guys, the woman they showed in the thumbnail, that's his wife who's being sentenced also.
You took that from them.
Scumbag.
You did the most vile, despicable acts that could possibly be done by one person to another. You did it to children who had nobody to protect themselves. You did it when they were defenseless. You were a parent. You were supposed to protect them, and you didn't. You've shown no remorse for your actions, and your victims may never recover. The sentence I'm about to impose is not to punish you for going to trial, but is to punish you for the underlying independent acts that you have been found guilty by a jury of your peers to have done. With respect to the first count, predatory sex.
There you go. You have a stand.
May be appropriate to make, but I deny your application with respect to the evidentiary issues with respect.
I think you absolutely need to address the court. I would like to put on the record that I have held my innocence since the beginning.
That's the wife right there. So 2 of the victims were her kids. And then she was doing stuff to kids too. And of course, she's trying to say she's innocent.
Beginning, I'm not guilty regardless of the jury's decision. I love my children with all my heart, and I didn't lift you anything. No. I'm not this monster.
I don't see any tears, guys. Do you? I don't see any tears at all, you know?
Yeah, they show crocodile tears.
Yeah.
I'm a wonderful, caring mother. There's nothing I want more in this world than children.
Oh, there's one. Sorry.
Listen so much. I made my share of fair mistakes, but this one I would never do. I swear. Please take my words into consideration. Thank you.
Please stand. To terminate, well, I should say, and to the extent that you haven't heard these words before, this is one of the victims. I'm super upset by them. They ruined my life. I wish every day I could be a baby again so someone could take me away and save me from Janine and Goliath, and I could have a better, safer life. You failed. As I indicated previously, at a time when you should have been a mother, should have been teaching baking cookies with children, taking them to Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, going to school functions.
Your own kids and then other kids. Isn't that sick? Like,
watching them play.
I do have a positive note to end on, guys. Don't
soccer
worry.
or T-ball. You were a participant in some of the most vile acts that I've ever seen. You abused a trust which is placed in an adult by a child. And I cannot ignore that. These young children appear to have been suffering.
Look at how this bailiff is looking at this chick.
Greatly to now. It's therefore the judgment and the sentence of the court that on the predatory sexual assault against a child On count 6, that you be sentenced to a term of 25 years to life, indeterminate, to be served with the New York State Department of Corrections and Community Services. With respect to count 7, predatory sexual assault against a child, you're to serve a term of 25 years to life, indeterminate, with the New York State Department of Corrections and Community Services. The 2 counts are to run consecutively. Is done not as a result of his having gone to trial.
These knuckleheads, man.
This is near Albany.
Punishment
Okay.
for conduct that he participated in.
So that was 225
Notice
to
you
life.
indicated that in his view, he's not guilty. Well, in the view of the 12 jurors, he was. That's what counts. There's no remorse.
Look at that.
The conduct exhibited and testified to is beyond description.
And imagine you have a judge speechless. A lot of judges see a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And these children have been harmed. I cannot see in any way, shape, or form
Look at that smirk
any
on his face.
appropriate sentence.
All right, guys. What would you hit this guy with in the face right now? What item would you use?
Everything in the kitchen sink.
Oh, man, look at this. Look at this guy's face, man. Look at that.
I have a fake Japanese katana at my house, and it still hurts like a bee. So, yeah.
Just give him a couple of chops to the face, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. I'd hit him in the face with Jeff Stacy's walker.
Yeah. I know he won't be needing it anymore, right? Well, we're so bad.
On the charge, count 9 of predatory sexual assault
This guy
against a
needs
child.
life. Actually, he's
An indeterminate term to be served with the New York State Department of Correction and Community Services of 25 years to life. On count 10, predatory sexual assault against a child, an indeterminate term of 25 years to life. On count 41, aggravated sexual abuse in the
now
third degree.
consecutively means back to back, and concurrently means together, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So the woman got consecutive, so she's never getting out, and he just got consecutive too. All right. Yeah.
A determinate term of 7 years together with post-release supervision. On count
he won't live
45,
that long.
aggravated sexual abuse in the third degree.
Oh, he has another charge.
A determinate term of 7 years together with 10 years of post-release supervision. On count 46, aggravated sexual abuse in the third degree, a determinate term of 10 years.
Huh. Look at these winners, man. My goodness. Look at that.
Respectfully submit that the
Mr. Wendover, you wish to speak at all before I impose sentence? Mr. Wendover,
You think he's gonna get the same guys? That 25 to life? You think?
you've been found to be a predator. You've taken advantage of young children. You committed violent and vile acts
They're
upon
gonna
them.
show it. But look, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that.
Somebody really beat the tar out of 41-year-old Raymond Johnson. Jail officials said it was another prisoner who scuffled with Johnson during booking, but that was his second fight of the evening. Here's another prisoner kicking Johnson in the rear end and body slamming the carny in a holding cell at the prisoner transfer center downtown before he even got to jail for the second fight that messed his face up. No video of that fight available at this point. A 14-year-old girl told police Johnson groped her between her thighs while strapping her into a seat for the drop zone ride on Sunday. Police believe her story.
The statements were just so strong and compelling.
By the way, that's what happens to these dudes in prison, you know? So I hope this keeps happening to these guys in prison, honestly, because that's, you know, like I said, I for most things, I don't believe in, you know, the permanent penalty. But for something like this, I can make an exception. For people that have been shown beyond reasonable doubt to have victimized kids, there's just no place in society for them anymore. You know, especially as often as they reoffend. So, but cool. All right, you guys. Anything else before we shut it down, Luna? So what time is it there?
2:22.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You're a night owl just like I am. There are times where all of you up, and I'll put in the Discord just to see who's up, and it's usually just me. But yeah, everyone closing remarks, anything about Jeff Stacy or the whole case or anything?
What do you talk?
I'm glad we got around to doing it because it's some of the most compelling TCAP content that's been released over the last few years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's sad, and then you realize who it happened to, right? And also, I put in the Discord earlier that councilman who got caught sleeping in his car with a crack pipe in his hand. And the cop is, I was just sleeping, man. It's like, dude, you have a crack pipe in your hand, man. What are you doing? You know. So there's always crazy stories out there. And then I actually think that I put the one of the woman who tried to steal her neighbor's dog and ended up going to jail over there too. But yeah, guys, I mean, out of Josh, doesn't the Ohio thing have the most? No, is it Murphy, Texas has the most predators that are no longer with us?
I'm not sure actually.
All right, wait. This is a list. Okay, let's go here.
It might be Riverside.
I thought it was either Ohio or it was Murphy, Texas. I think it's Murphy, Texas, man. I think. Yeah, because
that's right. Stanley.
Kendall.
They got one right off the bat.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, Conrad.
Conrad, Twink, Toilet.
Oh, you're right.
And Kendall. They were all part of Murphy, Texas, man. Timothy Knowles, yeah, he passed away too. Who's Gerald White? Do I know him?
Oh, you do.
He's
the boot guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, he just doesn't have that bleach blonde hair anymore. That's right, knucklehead. But yeah, man, these guys, you almost want to feel bad. You almost, but then you're like, wait a minute, who am I talking to here? So cool, guys. We're gonna do. I know that we're a couple episodes behind for a takedown, so the next few lives are gonna be about the takedown. I mean, about the new episodes of Takedown. So we'll check those out, guys, and we'll go live. Let me see, Tuesday and Thursday of next week. So I'll post that on the community tab. I'll put the link to the Discord right now for anyone else who's not part of the Discord. R.I.P. Jim Brown. Sucks he passed away. Where are we? I never can ever remember where this invite people. Okay, here we go. Guys, join the Discord, like and subscribe. I appreciate all you guys who call in. It's always fun. Yeah, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Yeah, and I want to say something. I'm so glad the OGs are actually here.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we were glad to see you back. We
Yeah.
hadn't heard anything in a while.
And I think that as this gets bigger, though, I might have to start using because StreamYard can do up to 12 people, but as things get bigger, so I have to use Zoom instead. I'll have to because I don't think there's any having 12 people on a panel is a lot, so maybe we'll also have to limit who we can have on there. But yeah, thanks to all you guys who always call in, because it's always fun to not just be the only one just running my yap around here. So, but all right, you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Josh, if you have any bets going, good luck. Fingers crossed. And like I said, you have bigger cojones than I am actually betting money on sports.
Oh my! On the last Heat and Celtics game, I missed out on $600 by 1 point from Jaylen Brown on an 8-leg parlay.
Oh, guys, I know that I've said goodbye like 3 times, but I have to share this with you. Do you guys know who Morant is?
Oh yeah, I love Ja.
This guy is the biggest knucklehead on the planet.
He's not doing anything wrong.
He is. Yes, he is.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Morant. Okay, he's a young black basketball player that's worth. He has a contract that's like $192 million, right? And then he's got like a $30 million Nike sponsorship. He's worth $192 million from his league alone. Now, his mom was at a Foot Locker. Okay, his mom, who he was raised by a single mom, and they have this concept called the son husband, right? And what happens is that you have a lot of these single moms who never get remarried, so their oldest son tends to kind of fill that, like in an Oedipus type of way, fills that man role for them. So what happens is that they can't ever move away from their mom, and then if they ever do date a woman, their mom is in their business all the time because their mom acts like their girlfriend. It's weird. So Morant's mother was at a Foot Locker buying shoes. Her and the Foot Locker guy get into an altercation. So she calls her son, who's an NBA player worth $190 million, and says, "I need you to come take care of this guy." So this knucklehead jumps on the car with 8 of his friends, and they go and they jump the guy. Now, you're an NBA player worth over $200 million. And not only is your mother dumb enough to call you to get in a fight, but you're dumb enough to go. Okay? Then his little sister, who's in high school, still is at a high school volleyball game. She gets in an altercation in the crowd with it, and this guy calls her a B. His mom calls him up, "Hey, I need you to come take care of this guy." So he goes out with his friends, and they jump this dude in the stands at a high school volleyball game. This is an NBA player worth over $200 million. Am I starting to make sense here? Right? Then he of course he has to do this big ball and shot calling, popping bottles and strippers. Rents out a club in Denver after a Nuggets game. Okay, and he's trying to be some rapper, and he's throwing money around. He spent 50 G's in one night at this club. And he's waving a gun around on Instagram. Now, the NBA has a code of conduct that says you cannot do this. It's the same way that you can't beat up women, and you can't be doing all. There's a certain image because remember, NBA players are seen as being thugs and stuff anyways. It doesn't help that they have tattoos and dreadlocks, so they're trying to clean up the image of the NBA, right? And this guy is swinging guns around, so he gets suspended for 5 games. And then, so correct me if I'm wrong, Josh, but he plays for the Grizzlies, right?
Yeah.
Didn't their season go down the toilet at that time?
Well, they made it to the play-in games and lost to the Lakers, I think. But
yes.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't help.
So then
they weren't guaranteed a playoff series.
But all this stuff finally kind of brushes over, and then he's in the car, trying to rap this song. His friend turns the camera and he's got a gun in his hand again.
Now the last one I don't understand because, like, I mean, I understand it's the image issue, but like it's also the off season and people, and it's a legally owned firearm. So,
but it doesn't. He's still waving a gun around, and plus, you're not supposed to be waving it around. There is possession of a firearm. There's illegal possession of a firearm. If I'm in my car with a visible gun waving it, a cop can pull me over because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to have your firearm either holstered.
Well, isn't there a exclusion in the law if it's for an Instagram video though?
Well, what I'm saying is this is a cult. It's if he is under contract with the NBA, with his NBA team, so he has to play by their rules or not play at all. Okay, this would be like me being a lawyer and showing up to the law firm wearing sweatpants and a hoodie and saying, "This is how I'm going to dress." Well, they are well within their rights to say, "Well, you're not going to do that here." He's representing the team, and I don't even know who this guy is, but apparently he's really, 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 really good. And what happens is it's culture. In the same way that what's his name, Offset from the Migos, what is he doing at a dice game in the hood getting shot? Dude's worth millions of dollars. There was one guy, he was a podcaster, and he said a lot of young Black men are very bad at being rich. We're not very good at it because if you look at a lot of people who get rich, they don't associate with the foolishness anymore. But for some reason, culturally, we will get rich and then be with our same hood moronic friends. You know what I'm saying? So this guy's an idiot, man. He's a knucklehead. And he only has a few chances left. Look at this. John Morant sneakers removed from Nike website after second incident with a firearm. I wonder if he lost his Nike sponsorship. That's like $20 million. Look at this guy with a gun. Why? So anyone, please make sense of this. Someone.
It's for the gram.
Speculate.
You got to keep it real, man.
He's a thug.
The guy's an idiot, dude.
You gotta show your thug life.
The guy's an idiot. He's a complete moron, and he's running out of chances. Because if you act crazy, you look at Mr. I mean, you look at Ray Rice, right? He's one of the best players of the last however many years, all because of the foolishness with his wife, which he shouldn't have done, right? But they have a toxic relationship anyways. He's one of the best players. No one ever went near him again. And that's how this knucklehead's going to end up. You know what I'm saying? If he keeps doing this, he's going to end up playing in China or playing in Italy. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, I'm done now. Was it when keeping it real goes wrong? All right, you guys. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Luna, get some sleep.
No.
Hey, AJ.
What's up?
You got some bare knuckle fighting on right now. Free prelims.
Really? On what?
Yeah.
YouTube?
Yeah, BKFC.
Oh, I gotta check it out then, man. I'll check it out. All right, you guys, take it easy. Bye.
Peace out.
Bye.
All right, see ya.